his ball. The interception, the ball was floated. That time, you saw Hayward have to reach back for the ball because he knew the time was running out. He was about to get tagged. You wonder about Hebert with his shoulder surgery in the offseason and the fact that he has not been able to throw in double days at both practices, just how strong that right shoulder is.
Obi Brenner is back, man. He's lined up on a wing to the right. Second down and 10. Dunbar. Pretty good run for 4. He had a lineman in his face right after the handoff. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Saints. Last year, 8-minute advantage for New Orleans. Time of possession, that was tops in the league. However, today, another story. 6-minute edge for the Eagles. 3rd down, 5. Hilliard in for the Saints. Man open, first down, New Orleans. Turner cuts it to the inside. Nice running after the reception by Floyd Turner. Broke away from Izell Jenkins. A gain of 18.
That's one of the things the Saints do probably better than any other team in the league, is their receivers will catch a lot of short intermediate passes and then be asked by the coaches to pick up the first down after the catch. That time Turner went into no man's land, turning it back over the middle where all those big bodies are, but came up with a real nice gain. Gets him out of the hole.
Hayward's the single back. Gets it away in the area of Hayward. Reggie White trying to register a sack.
We talk about strong. Reggie White, watch this play. At the end of the line of scrimmage here against Stan Brock, he's just going to dive at Hebert and gets him off balance. And Hebert does a nice job of unintentionally grounding that one. Reggie's still looking for his first sack of the afternoon.
Line him up in the eye with Hayward and Dunbar. 2nd and 10. Dunbar, flag in there as he made it across the 40, a gain of about 7 or 8. Coming back. The Hebert you mentioned.
Holding, offense, number 61, 10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
You mentioned, Dan, that he had the off-season surgery on his right rotator cuff and the separated shoulder as well, and really played a large part of the time last year with that separated shoulder.
Well, he is a tough young man and a tremendous leader, a guy that has faced some adversity, but has really come into his own these last couple of years.
2nd and 20. Midway through the 3rd quarter, Philadelphia 9, New Orleans 6. Hebert gets free rolling right. Simmons after him. Ooh! Incomplete. Simmons wanted in the grasp, but it's ruled an incompletion to Quinn Early.
Well, Clyde had 13 sacks last year. Reggie had 15. The Eagles had 55 altogether. They're still shut out. Simmons is on the right side of the defensive line. He's going to just run down the line of scrimmage here and get to Hebert just a second too late. Hebert real lucky that ball wasn't intercepted.
This is where the Saints really have a hard time. They don't have big play ability, and it's 3rd and 20.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't run the draw play here.
An attempted screen that never materialized.
That's the draw play's cousin there, the screen pass.
Missing cousin.
There's not a whole lot of screens or draws that are designed to pick up 20 yards. But that's the nature of Jim Mora and this Saint offense. Very, very conservative.
Barnhart into punt. Averaging 42 yards on his 2 first-half kicks. Sikahema and Seidner back on the return. 2-man deep for Philadelphia. Sikahema, who lets it go, and it goes out of bounds at the 27. So, 7:26 to go in the third quarter. That was a 50-yard punt. The Eagles continue to lead by a field goal. By Sikahema. Picked up in the offseason, formerly with the Cardinals, last year with Green Bay, and what an addition to the special teams here. Even 34 yards on the run back. From the Saints 42, Walker has his 100 and more. 12 yards on that carry.
Real good push on the right side. You see Byers, number 41, lined up at tight end next to Anton Davis. He was working on the double team, then he comes off for the middle linebacker, Vaughn Johnson. Doesn't really hit anybody, but he got in his way. Nice job on the outside of Calvin Williams contributing to the play. Nice gain on first down for a first down.
That's the first time an Eagle back has run for 100 yards since November of '90. 16 carries, 108 yards. Not much this time, but we've seen on the last couple of plays, 2 acquisitions in the offseason really boost the Eagles. Sikahema and Walker.
And let's not forget Larry Pasquale, the new coordinator of the special teams. He promised Richie that special teams would be better. Pasquale was with the Chargers last year, and they led the league in overall special teams.
They've already fumbled in this quarter at the Saints 10. Just seconds prior to the half, they failed in 3 attempts to get it into the end zone from the 2-yard line. Leading 9-6. Good catch. Barnett picks it off his right shoulder pad. Maybe a yard shy of the first.
Real good timing that time between Cunningham and Barnett. You saw as Barnett whipped his head around, that ball was right on him. Watch as Cunningham lets this one go a little bit early, and Barnett just snags it. Comes up just about a yard short.
Looked like he had some of that stickum up there on his shoulder.
It's stuck, I know that.
Third and a yard. Walker called on to get that tough yard. He is close. Sam Mills jumped in there to try to make the stop short.
Now decision time. It appears he is short. Brings up 4th and short. They go for it. That'll make everybody happy here, especially if they make it.
Let's check them out now. Short yardage. They've struggled with it, especially at the end of the first half. But with no timeouts, they had to go to the air game. Now, 4th and less than a yard. Go over the top. They'll have it.
Interesting formation that time. Most of the time you see teams in the I formation in a short yardage situation. Cunningham picks up the first down on probably the oldest play in football, the quarterback sneak.
And the last play of the third quarter. The Eagles will start the final 15 minutes driving from the Saints 20. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Philadelphia 9, New Orleans 6. Our coverage will continue after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. What do you you think of the way Randall Cunningham has handled himself today? Not trying to be Superman all the time.
Well, what